Do you have a family member who thinks they don't like yellow squash or maybe zucchini? Well, today's recipe might just change their mind. Today we're going to be making some crispy fritters using yellow squash. Welcome to Cooking and Storing with Ann and Wayne. We're glad that you joined us today. So let's get cooking. The first thing I did was wash our squash and scrub them real good, cut out any blemishes. Now I'm going to use our Breville food processor to shred our squash and about a half of a yellow onion. If you want more information about this food processor, we do have a video on our channel, and we'll put a link in the description to the food processor if you're interested. Okay, so we're going to just shred our squash and onions together. Then we're going to put them back in this bowl that I've put a cotton towel in. And the reason for that is we need to get as much moisture out of our squash and onion as we can so our fritters will stick together better. So this is going to be loud. Now we'll do our onion. That was about a pound of yellow squash, and like I said, you can use your yellow squash or your zucchini, whatever you happen to have an abundance of. And this, I think this is a half of a Vidalia onion, but you can use just a yellow onion if that's what you have. So when we get our squash and onion into our cotton towel, we're just going to wring out as much moisture as we possibly can. And we'll just throw that moisture out because we don't need any of it. Okay, once this part is done, the rest of it comes together really quickly. You want to get probably about 3/4 of a cup of liquid out. So now we have our well-drained yellow squash and onions in a bowl, and to that we're just going to start adding our ingredients. This is 1 large egg, lightly beaten. And we're going to do just a sprinkle of red pepper flakes. And you can adjust this to your liking. If your family doesn't care for them, then certainly don't add them. or you can put more if you're a fan. So we're going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. About 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. A half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. About 3/4 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And 3/4 cup of flour. Now I'm using coconut flour because we're going low carb with this dish, but you can use regular flour if you prefer. And then we want to get all of this blended up really well together so that our egg can help bind everything. And once we get this mixed really well, we'll fry them for about 3 minutes on each side, and 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using extra virgin olive oil, but you can use vegetable oil, avocado oil, whatever you have on hand and prefer. And while we wait for our oil to heat, we'll just let this sit for a little bit and let the flour help absorb any more moisture that might be in there. So we've got our 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our pan, and it's sizzling, so we know we're ready to go. So we're going to put one of our little patties in. And you know, you can take a cup and do this if you want. I just kind of prefer to pat them out with my hands. And like I said, we're going to let these fry for about 3 minutes on each side until they get golden and crispy. As you can see, they're sticking together really well. Can't emphasize enough that first step of trying to get as much moisture out of them as you can is really important to get your consistency right so that they will stick together and get crisp. So there you have it. They're that simple. We'll let these fry for 3 minutes and flip them over, and we'll be back and show you what they look like. Okay, so now we're giving our little fritters a flip They've been in the pan for about 3 minutes on the first side, and we're going to give them a flip. You can see how crispy they are. So it's just that simple to make these. We hope you'll try them. We want to thank you for joining us today. If you have enjoyed this video, please click like, share it with your friends, ring the little bell so that you can continue to get notification of our videos, and subscribe to our channel. So here's wishing you good food, safe storing, and happiness. Thank you for joining us.